10 most powerful armies in the world. Starting with the obvious, an army or military is primarily required to defend a nation from its enemies. From protecting a nation's interests to tackling any external threat, an army is there to ensure a country's security. While peace may be the ultimate goal, but one cannot predict what time brings by. And over the years, battlefields are constantly evolving, and so are the armies around the world. This subsequently brings us to another list of the top 10 most powerful armies in the world. Do note that this list is based on the top power index score. In other words, 0.0000, and according to global firepower, the countries closer to this number have a more powerful army. So, with that clear, here we have the first entry in our list at number 10, Brazil. With a power index of 0.1988, Brazil is the first of the top 10 best armies in the world. Founded almost 198 years ago, the Brazilian army is certainly here for a head-to-head competition to many. With the total population of around 208,846,892, Brazil has active personnel of about 334,500 and reserve personnel of about 1,340,000. Its aircraft strength is 715, and it has around 437 combat tanks, along with 112 naval assets. Its allocated defense budget is $27.8 billion. On number 9, we have Egypt. With a population of around 99,413,317, Egypt has around 440,000 active personnel and around 480,000 reserve personnel, which makes for quite a standing army. It formed the biggest contingent of Allied troops to be deployed in Operation Desert Storm. Its aircraft strength is 1,054, and it has around 4,295 combat tanks and 316 naval assets. In 2020, Egypt set its defense budget at $11.2 billion. Ranked 9th out of the 138 countries considered for GFP review, Egypt holds a power index rating of 0.1872. Next, on number 8, we have the United Kingdom. Known to have colonized territories all over the world, the United Kingdom was well known under the name of the British Empire. With a power index of 0.1717, it still managed to bag a rank in the top 10 best list. Its population stands at 65,105,246, and it has active personnel of about 192,660 and reserve personnel of about 83,000. The United Kingdom has aircraft strength of 733 and has 227 combat tanks along with 88 naval assets. It approximately spends $55 billion annually on its military power. Number 7, France. Formed in the 15th century, the French army is officially known as the Ground Army, and it can be said to be one of the top-level military powers. France has a population of about 67,364,357 and spends about $41 billion as a defense budget. Its powers were estimated with a power index rating of 0.1702. It has about 268,000 active personnel and 183,635 reserve personnel. The aircraft strength of the French army is 1,229, and it has about 528 combat tanks and 180 naval assets. For the 6th most powerful army in the world, on the list we have South Korea. With a total population of 51,418,097, the Republic of Korea Army, or the South Korean Army, reports about 580,000 active personnel and 3,100,000 reserve personnel. This is relatively a large military force as compared to its size. Their army's been undergoing rapid modernization with a range of advanced weapons and technologies and has managed to bag a power index of 0.1509. South Korea has around 1,649 aircrafts and 2,614 combat tanks and has about 234 naval assets. Its total spending as defense budget stands at about $44 billion. Moving on to number 5, we have Japan. A little ahead of South Korea, the Japanese army holds a power index rating of 0.1501. Also known as the Japan Ground Self-Defense Force, its military is well equipped and it's constantly advancing in terms of newer military technologies. Japan has a population of 126,168,156 and has about 247,160 active personnel and 56,000 reserve personnel. It has a total aircraft strength of 1,561, 1,004 combat tanks, and around 155 naval assets. Its total defense budget is around $49 billion. Number 4. Holding a power index rating of 0.0953, it's the Indian Army, which comes fourth on our list. India has been under constant conflict with its neighboring countries and has unresolved border issues, yet its military technology is in rapid development. Total population of India is estimated at about 1,296,834,042, and it has around 1,444,000 active personnel and 2,100,000 reserve personnel, a strong manpower. The population certainly works in its favor. Although a developing nation, India set aside $61 billion as defense budget. Its aircraft strength is about 2,123, and it has around 4,292 combat tanks and 285 naval assets. On number 3, we have China. One of the most powerful countries in Asia, China is also the most populous one. Its population stands at 1,384,688,986, and it has a staggering number of active personnel, which is about 2,183,000, and has around 510,000 reserve personnel. The People's Liberation Army Ground Force of China is also the world's biggest army, and it holds a power index rating of 0.0691. Its aircraft strength is 3,210 and has 3,500 combat tanks, along with 777 naval assets. The Chinese military continues to grow with an estimated defense budget of $237 billion. Moving on. The second most powerful army in the world is none other than Russia, the world's largest country. Almost after 2 decades since the collapse of the Soviet Union, Russia is thriving in terms of its military powers. It holds a power index rating of 0.0681 and continues to make progress towards modernization. It has a population of 142,122,776 and has around 1,013,628 active personnel, with another 2 million as reserve personnel. Russia's aircraft strength is 4,163, 603 naval assets, and has around 12,950 combat tanks, which is almost double the number of what the number 1 country on our list has. Today, the Russian defense budget stands at $48 billion. Finally, on number 1, we have the United States as the undisputed military power in the world. The USA is ranked first out of the 138 countries considered for GFP review, with a power index rating of 0.0606, considered as a perfect rating. It holds a population of 329,256,465 and has around 1,400,000 active personnel and 860,000 reserve personnel. Its aircraft strength is 13,264, which is the highest in the world, and has around 6,289 combat tanks and around 490 naval assets. With a defense budget of $750 billion, a whopping amount, the U.S. Army remains sturdy in tactical, technological, and personnel resources. We hope you enjoyed the video. If you want to keep watching more videos like these, don't forget to like and subscribe. And we'll see you in the next one.